workshop to build the vision plan for Fort Huachuca. The vision plan is the first step in building an entire master plan to see the development of what the next 20 years should look like in accordance with what the folks sitting in the room are doing today.
When you think about the airspace, the testing environment, what EPG and NETCOM bring to the fight, what JITC brings to the fight, and our other partners here with the Air National Guard, with our interagency partners with Homeland Security, I mean, Fort Huachuca is ripe, I think, for increased mission sets. Now, I don't know if that will necessarily increase the number of people here, but I think it will grow in importance to our DoD and the Army as we go forward. And so what does that mean for Fort Huachuca? How do we want to posture it? Where are our centers of gravity? One center of gravity, I think, is certainly the Libby Army Airfield, and then those smaller airfields at Black Tower and other places where we're training our unmanned systems operators, that those would be centers of gravity as well. How do we propel those and modernize those things to be all they can be for our Army? And then what does that mean for our community? How do we pull our community partners into this? And what does Sierra Vista, Cochise County, and Southern Arizona see for Fort Huachuca as we go forward? You will figure out those answers here in the next few days. That's why you're here.
You know, think through the number of years of experience we have here on Fort Huachuca in various capacities, whether as a key leader, as a soldier, as a DA civilian. Think about all that experience you've got to harness in the room right now. Put that kind of collectively together about where we ought to be or where we could be.
To integrate the airfield into the rest of the installation to make sure that we're covered as far as, or incorporated as far as adding new missions or expanding what we currently have or taking care of what we currently have.
Having been a sergeant major in several organizations on the installation, knowing the mission of our partner organizations and knowing the relationship we have with the local community, we have to take consideration that any changes we make, and what our vision is, we have to take the community, our local community, into that perspective. Because 60 to 70% of the personnel on Fort Huachuca are the community of the area, so pretty important.